this is being checked here, it's being checked there, it's being, especially when you have a motherfucker in your comments saying, oh, it's working. Oh, this is what I want to do, it's working. How intelligent could you be to agree with this motherfucker that it's working when he telling you in your face that this is what I'm trying to do?
I mean,
if that makes sense.
If he caused the chaos inside of a FOE platform, it did work.
Well, respectfully, brother, it was no chaos until you came up to try to put shed light on the case.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I came up when Minitra was up there. Y'all went back to y'all original conversation, but I'm telling you, if it wasn't no effect, Miss Nitra would have been gone about her day. I'm being real with you, and if you don't see that, it's nothing else that I can say. She came up there to defend herself because he kept putting up a point that was making her look bad and making it look like she was controlling y'all and making it look like y'all can't go where y'all going. If those people, if that was never happening, she would have never came up there and said, I don't tell y'all not to fuck with this nigga. He did exactly that, and that is what ended up happening. And when I said it, I called it. I was gonna call it out when I was up there. Peaches told me, "Now, Slim, it's not your turn." When I came up there, I was finna say that shit right then and there. But Peaches cut me off, said it's not your turn. Then the conversation changed, and I was just like, "Yeah, all right, whatever."
So yeah, I don't disagree with any of that. What you're saying, I don't disagree with that. I think that we're off on that because I'm not disagreeing with that. But what I will tell you is, had Nitra not came up there and pushed the button, that same message was being portrayed. Nitra felt the need to come up there and push the button to defend herself. I get that. She has the right to do that. But what I'm telling you is that had she not pushed the button, the same fucking message was being relayed to this nigga.
All right. So you just said that Nitra she felt like she needed to come up there and defend herself, right?
Absolutely. As anybody should. That's why I started the live, was to defend my motherfucking daughter.
If she came up there to defend herself, that means she was under attack.
Well, hey, I guess in that point, you're right. But just like I told you, whether it's me pushing a motherfucking button or 17 other people pushing the button, if this nigga's objective is to set out and attack Nitra, for a motherfucker to think that he's playing in FOE faces because he gets up there to FOE, let's not spin that narrative, because he don't get on my motherfucking panel unchecked. See, because that's really the narrative that's being spent. If you really want to be honest about the conversation that we having right here, right now, right? Is FOE people allowing him in FOE spaces? No, that's the conversation, Slim.
Right, that's the conversation. But I think that you, instead of you just saying like you defending it like we saying, oh, you did it on purpose, and that's not what's being said. The thing is, you started out with.
I'm not finna let nobody play on my motherfucking intelligence. I'm not. It's not nobody playing on your
intelligence. This is what happened. You had good intentions. You had good intentions. This nigga did some malicious shit, and this me calling it from my perspective. You had good intentions. You actually genuinely do probably fuck with Braid, right? And by you fucking with Braid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You was letting shit go on a little bit longer than you normally would if you didn't have that same like for him as, you know what I'm saying, trying to be neutral, trying to be mutual, you know what I'm saying? And trying to stop the bullshit. And that's all that went wrong, feel me? And it's nothing more to that, feel me? It's really nothing more to that, because it ain't no other ways that I could explain that shit. Like, I can't explain it no other ways. And right now, being truthful, I don't want to keep having the conversation, especially with you, because I don't want you to look like you feel like you under attack, because you're not. But I was just highlighting, this is what she was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it, that's all. And right now, by you defending yourself, it looked like he won even further, because now we fighting and you on the chopping block, when in reality, all it could be was like, I ain't realized the nigga.
No, Slim, I'm not gonna play into. I'm listening for anybody that's listening. I'm not on any chopping block. Like I said in my live earlier, I am a grown up. I know how to have dialogue. This is dialogue. Me and Slim can talk about this motherfucking shit for 3 days straight, and we may still never agree. And me and Slim ain't gonna have no motherfucking problem. See, that's the thing. This is called dialogue. Just because we don't agree on some shit don't mean it's beef, don't mean it's problem, don't mean it's confusion. So y'all stop doing that. Y'all stop putting that out there and making it seem like he won because he created chaos. Because this is not what I call chaos. I call this dialogue. I call this, let's really get an understanding about everybody's different interpretation of what they see. That's what I call this. See, I don't play into all of that other shit. And that hit dog shit, I ain't hit dog my ass. I'm the motherfucker that was live. It was my motherfucking panel we talking about. What are we talking about here? So of course I'm gonna speak on it. There's no subliminal shit thrown. There's no subliminal shade thrown nowhere. What you're trying to explain to me is how you feel about a certain thing. I'm trying to tell you from my perspective, there's a different way to look at it. This is called dialogue. I don't know how a lot of you motherfuckers communicate. And a matter of fact, I do. Let me just clear that up. A lot of you motherfuckers communicate in a way that when you say something, you think that everybody in the room got to agree with your fucking ass. And if they don't agree with you, that means they don't like you. That's how a lot of beef gets started on this motherfucking app. From a simple conversation and a motherfucker didn't agree, but all of a sudden we enemies because we didn't agree. See, that's not how grown folk move.
But the more I keep explaining it, we giving it a little bit more. Okay, from my point of view, and I'm not saying that's what you need to do, but I'm just saying if I was in your shoes, and this shit happened to me, like even me right now, I'm gonna say it. I'm really trying to get you to see something, but in so many ways, I'm kind of falling into the trap by arguing with you because I already said everything that I need to say. I said everything. I explained it well several times, and the more I keep using this little brilliant mind to keep making these points, and you kind of like refute them, it make that nigga look better. It further his agenda.
Oh no, Slim. Quite the contrary. See, a brilliant mind, when people refute their points, they double down. Right? And they become even more brilliant. See, that goes back to what I was just saying just a minute ago. See, a brilliant person doesn't become brilliant by everybody agreeing with them, right? If they fail once, they go back to the drawing board and come back and say, see, this is what I was talking about. See, this is what I was talking about. That's just the way my mind works. So me refuting your point only means that that's me admitting that, wait a minute, I'm missing something. There's something that I'm missing because this is what I'm hearing. So if I'm hearing you incorrectly, then that brilliant mind comes back and says, no, Shell, no, listen, this is the part you missing.
But I've came back and said, like, you look, this was the hardest hook, line, and sinker that I gave you today, right? After you had said that Miss Nitra had came up to defend herself, I said that meant that she was under attack. And if she was under attack, though it may not have been your intentions, it happened in your house. And that's what that was the mistake that you made. And that's it. That's all. It really was. It basically just proved that when she said that he be playing in y'all face, that was how it happened. He was up there y'all were having a conversation. Even you like trying to mitigate the shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to mitigate the bullshit. All right, Miss Nature. When he said that, if you can admit that she had to come up and defend herself, that means she was under attack, and it happened in your house, and he was playing in your face.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't ride with the nobody playing in my face, especially when the fact that he's trying to attack Nitra and I'm sitting there solely defending Nitra. I don't understand how y'all equate that to a motherfucker playing in my face. Like I said, I could be missing something because when a motherfucker plays in your face,
all he wants you to do is he want the chaos. So if you having to defend him, defend Miss Nitra, that means she's under attack, and she's saying that he's trying to attack her through y'all platforms. That's it. That's the point right there. Though you are defending her, he's still getting off his attack because you have to defend. And that's the point, because you fuck with him, he's playing in your face.
Right. So when the Nitra and Slim beef started on whose platform?
What you mean?
With the whole beef between them two started where?
You mean with Brave King and her? That started somewhere else.
It didn't start on Nitra's platform?
Nah, it started long before that. It started from that trip, long back in December. That shit way back there.
But what I'm trying to tell you is that before he was blocked from Nitra's page, he would come to Nitra's platform. He would play in the comments for a minute. Motherfucker get tired of him playing in the comments, may mute him. When Nitra was in the mood, she'd come up. What you gonna say, Braid? Don't start that bullshit, Braid. Don't start that bullshit. I ain't for that dumb shit today. He might get a couple of lines off. And he could sit up there until the minute he got disrespectful. And the minute he got disrespectful, he got checked. Am I true or am I telling a lie?
You're right.
Okay. So I don't think that he was playing in Nitra's face.
He was.
Oh, okay. Well,
the thing is, if Bray do this to any woman, any platform that don't let him do what he want to do, he get mad, he go attack the platform. Think about, he got mad at Manny because Manny wouldn't let him do what he wanted to do. He got mad at Diamond because Diamond wouldn't let him do what he wanted to do. He got mad at Manitra the last time after the motherfucking truce was called because Manny was up there. Bray had a problem with Manny. He tried to go in on Manny. Ms. Nitra said, I'm not going to let you do that shit. He went over there and tried to drag her. Mm-hmm. Well, that's when this next one started. But the thing
everything you said, I acknowledge. Go ahead.
Right, the thing is, no matter what that was, no matter what happened in all of them situations, today, you were the perfect example of how he be playing. And all it was you just didn't see it. You thought that you had it under control whole time. He using you as a distraction to get his point out, to get his shit out.
No, but that's where we're going to disagree, brother. So I had it under control until you came up and tried to point out that something else was going on. You just said before I came up,
you had to defend Ms. Nitra, which means that she was under attack.
Listen,
that happened long before I got into the panel.
Nitra has been under attack from Braid every day for the last 4 weeks. What are you talking about?
Again, and that's cool outside of a house in FOE. That's cool outside of anywhere in FOE.
No, it's not cool, period.
No,
so
I'm saying, listen, he can do whatever.
Panel to try to come up with a resolution, then how in the hell am I the motherfucking problem and you playing in my face because that's my whole objective? No, you're not playing in my face, and it was no problem, and it was no chaos until you came up to point out your observation of the chaos that you felt like you seen happening. Because at the end of the day, Braid has tried to attack this woman on every given time, every second that he can get. So that's not a surprise to anybody. So you coming up to point out that, oh, he said this and he said that, the part that you missing that I'm saying is that even before Nitra came up, he was being checked about it. It didn't go unchecked. So there was no playing in anybody's face. That's the part that you missing.
I heard all of that. I got all of that. Long time ago. The point of the matter is he's using FOE platforms to attack Ms. Nitra. So though you were checking it, means that he was using your platform to attack Ms. Nitra. You were FOE. So I'm gonna skip. You gotta pay us for like next 3 times if I ever have to say something. I ain't doing this shit with your ass.
No, I enjoy it.
Tough cookie. Yeah,
I enjoy it. I enjoy any type of intellectual dialogue where there's a resolution. And then, hell, at some point, like today, shit, it is what it is. If I'm wrong, I know how to bow out gracefully. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, because I move with intention, I'm never going to back down from a challenge to be able to express, what my intent was and what, now, like you pointed out, my intention was pure, but the ultimate result, it wasn't what it was. So I can back down on that note, right? But yeah, anytime it comes time, when you want to go to debate talk, take me with you, brother. That's all I'm saying.
I did that already. I went over there and won. They don't even use, man, every spot on this app, man, the red pill niggas went over there and turned that shit upside down. The debate talk turned that bitch upside down. When this used to be conversations, you know what I'm saying, with message talk, because it used to be a bunch of conversations and topics, I'd go in there and dominate with the topics and shit. I done been on every side of the They really why I be really bored with it, because it's like, then this side, hey, poker, this side then turned into a side where it's like, no matter if you say the motherfucking truth, these motherfuckers love the lies too much.
Yeah.
They love lies too much, so they'll have you wrestling, you trying to defend yourself against the lie, but if you got a million motherfuckers believing the lie, shit, they never wanted to understand you at all.
Right, yeah.
So it's just, I'm telling you, just like debate talk, if you go in there, you provide facts, they gonna give you an emotional argument, and because it's an emotional argument, all of these motherfuckers that get captivated by the emotional argument gonna sit up and they gonna be like, well, I agree with this person, I agree with this person. They dead ass wrong.
Hell, we seen that happen this morning in Bella's live with the colorist comment, you know. So
Yeah.
you seen how that shit flipped and flopped all over the place. But yeah, a lot of it was based on emotion. So yeah, I get it.
They weaponize everything. They weaponize everything with emotions, and that's why I don't even care to argue with you. Cause shit, if you can't beat my point, then you start to take that same way. This shit would not be if this was still how it used to be. Cause we used to get into it all the time on them pants. Like Diamond Live, they used to get into it every morning. Come back the next morning and we, what's up? You know what I'm saying? We talking, we laughing, we playing until we get into the next disagreement. But it never was like, let me start attacking your character. Let me dig up your history. Let me find out where you work. Let me go ahead and dox you and all that shit. Like, you disagree with the motherfucker nowadays, you all kinds of bitch ass niggas, hoe ass niggas, and the motherfucking they want to dox you, and man, this shit is not this shit ain't what it used to be.
Yeah.